anything to extinguish those flames. Now we're all doomed!
The ancient scrolls may be destroyed, but still no misfortune will befall us animals. Not tomorrow, and not in 1 year. But the day will come when the survival of all will depend on these irretrievable writings.
Are we there yet? I'm so tired.
Pull yourself together. What is it now?
My wool feels so heavy today.
Oh, man. Can't you stop whining for 1 second? I think you've stepped in something there. There are antlers peeping out of your wool.
Whoa! A roebuck in my wool?
Greetings! May I introduce myself? I'm Finn, and I must say, you sheep are a wonderful means of transportation.
So I was carrying you through the entire forest all this time?
Oh, don't worry. We'll put you where you belong.
Thank you. That's not necessary. I'm almost where I want to be. Have a great day, you two cuties! Oh, by the way, I'm just on my way to the Valley of Hill. We deer are preparing for our annual Club Moss Festival. Would you like to come along?
Go fry an egg, roebuck boy.
Oh, too bad. See you around. The valley still looks just like it did back then. Time seems to have stood still here while I was away. By the little forest down in the valley live my parents. How often I used to skip along this well-trodden path. It has become a little wider. Just this turn, and I'll be at my parents' home. Oh, I can hardly wait to see them again after all these years. They'll be making eyes for sure. What happened here? My parents' home. It's completely destroyed. Hello? No trace of my family. Oh no, something bad has happened here. Strange footprints. Something's coming closer. I better hide. It's gone again. What in Hippo's name was that? These tracks must belong to one of those creatures. Surely they lead me to where my family was taken. I must find them. I'd probably love to lie among the rocks, if I were Moss. I guess you have to be a real adrenaline junkie to grow that close to that cliff. The footprints disappear from here on.
What's that noise? Get off my ship, boy. And please, take your weird twin over there with you.
I'm Finn. You're the ferryman here, right?
That's right. I am Bolek. Bolek, the ferryman. A seal of action and adventure at sea.
That's great. How much is a ride?
Whoa, slow down, kid. Let me think a sec. Well, I'll have to disappoint you. My ferry service is closed for an indefinite amount of time. The sea is too unpredictable at the moment, even for a more than competent sea dog like me.
But neither you nor your boat looks like that.
What do you mean?
Your boat's all messed up and stuck in the sand, probably as deep as you looked into your meat glass.
You're right. But trust me, I know the surrounding seas as thoroughly as my midriff bulge. However, at the moment, things are looking pretty bleak around here. What else can I do but get drunk like there's no tomorrow?
Let's talk about something else. You must have some
Sure. Let me tell you the story that makes even the most hardened sailors tremble to this day.
Great! Tell me!
About 30 years ago, I signed up for a journey on board the SS Rubber Duck. We were a small crew in search of an ancient treasure chest hidden somewhere in an unmapped area of the sea. One day, we came across an island in said area. Thinking that nothing could go wrong, we went ashore. However, since the day we started planning the journey, sailors began warning us about the ominous bleating that is said to be heard there occasionally. We also heard it when we went ashore. Bah, bah, a harbinger of great danger, they said. We ignored it, and after a few hours, we found said treasure chest in a hidden cave. When we returned to our ship, we suddenly recognized the disaster we had gotten ourselves into. Thousands of giant sheep with soaked wool waited for us on the shore. The sea level was at least 5 meters lower than usual, and the keel of the ship was on dry land. There was no doubt that these sheep were the legendary sponge sheep.
Seriously?
Until then, we thought it was just a fairy tale, told by sailors during long nights in the tavern. But here, they turned out to be a horrifying reality. These cursed sheep were able to soak up large parts of the ocean with their wool. How else do you think the tides are created?
What unbelievable nonsense!
Quiet. Those beasts threatened to send their biggest sheep with the thickest and most plentiful wool into the water as well, if we didn't leave the treasure on the island. To prevent an ecological disaster, we obeyed their order and made a run for it. To this day, every one of my crewmates is haunted by terrible nightmares in which the sponge sheep return and simply drain the water from under their ship's keel.
Nice story, but you need to work on the plot structure and character development. What's the sea like out there?
Let me tell you something, my boy. No one sees the seas like I do.
I'll take your word for that.
And I can tell you that from here, the sea actually seems very calm right now. Perfect conditions to transport a few paying travelers from one nearby island to another. Currently, however, there are other problems keeping customers away from me.
Oh? What happened?
At the moment, rumors of mysterious sightings are going around. Not only on dry land, where you landlubbers are, but also at sea. An old drinking friend of mine recently disappeared without a trace while he was sailing out there.
Really? That's terrible.
His boat must have been adrift without him for a while before it was finally found on a nearby shore. People also reported seeing strange shadows here and there under the surface of the water. I'll tell you what, my boy. Those are definitely not schools of herring.
Oh no, this sounds similar to what must have happened to my parents. When I was at their house this morning, they seem to have dropped off the face of the earth as well. The house still resembles a field of rubble. We have to stick together. Something terrible is going on here right now. Has there been any sign of life from your buddy? Maybe there is hope for all those who have disappeared. Hello?
Herrings. Wait, where was I? I'm telling you, I'd like to get to the bottom of this. As soon as I have a repaired boat, or better yet, repair tools, or money with which I could buy such tools, or customers which would get me some money in the first place. It's driving me up the wall, darn it.
Do you have any guesses as to what the threat is?
Many animals suspect the wolves, but I think the shadows under the water's surface say otherwise. Unless the wolves have recently acquired submarines.
Enough of this. I gotta go.
Stay safe, kid. These are stormy times.
Only sailor's junk. Locked, but that's fine with me. I can see the entire coast from here. I don't think anyone will get far with this boat. The wood is brittle from back to front, and it all reminds me more of Swiss cheese than a watercraft. Greetings!
Shush! I am a rock.
A rock? You don't look like that.
No, you don't understand. That's my strategy.
Huh?
I've been trying to get my hands on one of these glowing bugs for 3 days now. But these little animals are so terribly shy. If I stay here long enough and don't move, they might think that I am a rock. As soon as one of the bugs crawls on me, I strike.
Oh, great! Did it work already?
Unfortunately not. But my time will come. Maybe even tomorrow. Or the day after tomorrow. Or the day after.
You'll achieve great things one day, my friend. Can I have your jar?
I'm sorry, but that jar is extremely important to me.
Well, has anything happened yet?
I think this one bug has already moved an inch in my direction. Oh, soon the time will come.
I'm leaving.
All right, but be a little quieter.
Someone must have lived here a long time ago and left all his clutter here. Too big. They escape again and again. Surely these bugs don't like it when you get too close to them. I haven't wandered through those gates in ages. Why is there a crowd gathering?
Behold, the king's ambassador is nearing.
Dear townsfolk, I, as the ambassador of our king, bring you good news in these dark days. As we all observed in horror, the wolves have returned to our territory. A terrible incident that we have been trying to prevent since the establishment of the Wolf District. But this wave of destruction and kidnapping of helpless fellow animals will come to an end. The king has come up with a plan to make the Wolf District escape-proof in the future. Tomorrow, he will arrive here and let this plan be put into action.
Finally, this nightmare has come to an end.
This was the good news I was told. I will now rest at the inn and then visit the neighboring towns.
Hooray for the king!
The wolves are responsible for this? Fancy jewelry and all sorts of shiny things in the Valley of the Magpies nearby. While I have no interest in these things, the magpies are not averse to gossip, as I know. Maybe they have seen something. I have never believed in this nonsense about wishes coming true, and in addition to that, I have too few coins to allow for such an activity. I have never believed, and in addition to that, Morning!
I wish you an absolutely tremendous morning, my friend from the forest.
Well, it could be better. What can I buy here?
For just one gold coin, I can pick up any trail for you. Bring me something whose smell I can sniff, and bada boom, bada woof, I'll pick up the scent and find whatever it is you're looking for.
Ah, useful. I'll come back when I have something.
So be it.
Strange things are going on here.
All right, you can feel on your whole body just how tense the mood here is right now. Even my fleas are hopping around much more nervously than usual. Ouch! Ah, that was Olga. That old cow is the worst of the bunch right now.
Have you seen two deer? My parents disappeared without a trace during one of these alleged attacks.
That's terrible. Unfortunately, I have seen nothing. But I will keep my eyes, ears, and especially my nostrils open.
Let's talk about something else. Smell you later.
I haven't, but better stay in town.
Boy, that meat is mine.
Oh, sorry, Master Beaver. Actually, I don't need your mead.
Hey, slow down, buddy.
Oh, sorry. Actually, I don't need your mead. guess this is where they keep costumes for all the festivities. I'll put it on. I like my usual shirt better. That being said, this thing doesn't do me any good here. Let's see if it fits. A bit too big and not really my taste either. All that aside, it doesn't do me any good here. Then I'll squeeze into this thing against my will. Ouch! Spikes sting like crazy! Not only that, it also makes me look like a complete idiot. Let's get it off. It doesn't help me here. I'll get into even more trouble than I'm comfortable with if I just claim that... My personal relationship with the ambassador is not so close that I would sip from one cup with him. Good day!
Greetings! What you see in front of you is my small but fine general merchandise stand.
What do you have to offer?
I knew you'd ask. Look and be amazed. Here we have... Wait, what do I actually have here? A half-finished mended sock, an old toothbrush, a green heap with various mushroom crops on it. Ugh, this was the chocolate croissant from the previous year. Here we have something. These unspeakably fashionable knitted scarves, and of course, the one thing that everyone has a burning desire for. Torches. I came up with that joke myself.
Ugh. I, expected a bit more.
At least I offer quality. When will you find scarves as warm as these?
It's high summer. That torch seems useful.
I knew just by looking at you that you would choose this high-quality torch. Only 2 silver coins.
Great, I've got that much.
It is yours. Something to light the fire is included.
I like the scarf. To barely escape heat stroke at 1,000 degrees is my passion.
I knew it. Only 5 gold coins.
I'm afraid I don't have that much in my gapingly empty purse.
Too bad.
Can you tell me what's going on here?
That's not hard to see, is it? The wolves are on the loose. Total state of emergency.
Subject change. I'll be on my way.
Cheer up, buddy. I promise, things will brighten up soon.